Hi there, my name is Andreana Cassar.
And I'm Vanessa Ramos.
And we are fourth year students here at York University.
And today we're going to talk to you about Educating for Sustainable Development, ESD, and the way that youth can get involved, advocate, and become change makers in their community.
Before we begin, we'd like to do a land acknowledgement to honor Canada's First People and their history on this land, as we recognize that we are guests here at York University. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
We recognize that many Indigenous nations have long-standing relationships with the territories upon which York University campuses are located that precede the establishment of York University. York University acknowledges its presence on the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations. The area known as Takaronto has been caretaken by the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, and the Métis. It is now home to many Indigenous peoples. We acknowledge the current treaty holders, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. This territory is subject of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement to peaceably share and care for the Great Lakes region.
Now let's start with the facts. ESD stands for Educating for Sustainable Development. Its main goal is to position sustainability as a purpose of education. It is a holistic approach which empowers learners to take responsible actions for environmental integrity, economic viability, and a just society for present and future generations while respecting cultural diversity.
ESD can be seen through a multitude of different educational contexts. Examples of this can be through the classroom, our home, our community, and in our businesses. In our classroom, the curriculum presented to students and the pedagogy cultivated by educators is essential to teaching students about ESD and forming that relationship with students early on. In our homes, this can be seen through the actions that we choose to take in our everyday lives. In our communities, this can be seen through the NGOs that we choose to support and the purposeful actions we take as citizens to take responsibility of the community that we know and love. And lastly, in our businesses, this can be seen through the conversations that we have with our CEOs and our supervisors to ensure that our businesses are not only meeting our financial standards, but they're also meeting our standards to incorporate ESD within our everyday practices and policies. When thinking about ESD and creating transformation, we look to the acronym TIME. T stands for transformation,
I for imagine,
M for mission,
and E for educate.
If you ever forget why taking part in ESD is important, always remember the acronym TIME, as time reminds you of the crucial pillars needed to be an effective global citizen in today's changing world and work towards making the 2030 agenda possible. T for transformation. Remember that we are all co-learners in this space, and there is always more we can do to ensure that we are doing our part as sustainable leaders of today. Any person that is young or old is always beneficial to work in a team, as together we can work to be change makers in our community and be an effective global citizen.
I imagine. Be creative in your intent to make an impact. You can still be a change maker in your community in a way that feels authentic to you. Our goal is to create transformation so that it creates a ripple effect in our communities and eventually the whole world. That change starts with you.
M, mission. Always remember UNESCO's mission in everything you do.
E, educate. Ensure that you are sharing and modeling behavior that best aligns with UNESCO's mission to incorporate youth's voices into advocating for our Earth, communities, and futures. It is important that youth take this issue seriously, as we are responsible for determining what our future will look like for us and future generations. To be a global citizen means to have a sense of belonging in a community or common humanity. It connects us to political, economic, social, and cultural interdependency. Now we challenge you, teachers, students, and various community members to show us what educating for sustainable development means to you and your community. Share with us on various social media platforms using our hashtag UNESCO ESD 2030.
ESD means to us protecting our space, being a respectful advocate, being a change maker in our community, and of course, protecting the bees.
Thinking about time will help you remember the importance of educating for sustainable development, which will help UNESCO achieve their 2030 roadmap.
UNESCO aims to focus on 5 priority action areas, such as 1. Advancing policy 2, transforming learning environments. 3, building capacities of educators. 4, empowering and enabling youth. And 5, accelerating local level activities. ESD for 2030 places emphasis on education's contribution to the achievement of the SDGs.
To conclude, show us how you can get involved by using our hashtag on any social media platform, hashtag UNESCO ESD 2030, and show us what sustainable development means to you.
Remember, it all starts with you. Bye for now. My name's Andreana.
And I'm Vanessa.